We just got back from Aldi. I worked this morning and I did a pickup order. I'm gonna do an Aldi haul for you guys. I spent $106. I think my total after like the pickup fees and stuff was $113. It's so amazing that I can get this much for that little, especially the types of things that I got. I think if you've never shopped at Aldi before, or you are apprehensive to shop at Aldi, this should really change the way that you think about that, because I got so much stuff. Let me show you what I got. You're going to notice that there's no meat really in this. I had meat from last week. They had some markdown meat at Aldi last week, so that's what I will be using for the meat this week. So I have some ground turkey for the lettuce wraps, and then I have chicken, and I have a lot of ground beef, and I have a lot of ground sausage. So a lot of really good things in the freezer to use up, so that's why we don't have a lot of meat in this Aldi haul, which is good, because with this party that we're having this weekend, I was going to be spending a lot of money on the cheeses and the meats and things, so I didn't actually really want to have to spend that much money on the other things. Oh, and I also got some frozen pizzas. Let me go show you guys those. These are the really cheap, if I can like set this up right here, I guess. Okay, these are the really cheap Mama Cozy thin crust pizzas. I have pepperoni and supreme. These are good because we're going out of, we're having a babysitter on Friday, and I always just like to, if we have a babysitter, I always like to make sure the babysitter has dinner too. If they don't want to eat it, they don't have to, but I always want to make sure that there's food for them. So we are going out Friday night, so this is going to be really easy. I'm going to throw these in before we leave, and they can eat that with our girls. We have LaCroix. I don't mind the Aldi LaCroix, but like the Aldi knockoff LaCroix, but my husband prefers these, and I don't even really drink them that much, so I just get what my husband got. But the Aldi brand one, I think is like $2, almost $2 cheaper. So you could really do something with that. But, and then I got bacon. The only thing I will say is that looks really weird to me, but it could just be the, I don't know, it's probably just the fat. I'm not too worried about it. When I open it up, we'll see what it ends up looking like. But, so all of this cheese here, so I'm just going to put this all over here. Like all of these cheeses and this prosciutto and things, all for a grilled cheese party that we're having on Friday. So a lot of this is like, oh, like I would not usually buy this on a normal week, but we're having people over and I wanted to do like a grilled cheese party. The setup for it is going to be like a kind of like a charcuterie board, but you make your grilled cheese and it'll be like it'll be an assembly line, and then we'll go and we'll sit, and there'll be some tomato soup in the middle of the table. So that is why I have so much of this cheese and like meats and stuff. Usually I wouldn't, and that was probably like $20 probably for all of this cheese, and I would not buy this on a normal occasion. So that's one of those things where it's not a normal. And then also I got these bread, and I definitely, yes, I could have made the bread for it, but I just know with me working on Friday and Saturday, there was just no time to make bread, and you just have to protect your sanity sometimes. I'm really finding that, especially now that I work like 10 hours a week at a job. So I just was gonna be like, I do not want me not having bread, or having to make bread, hinder my peace and my desire to host people and have people over. So that's where I'm drawing the line for that one. And then we have yogurts. I love this 2 grams of sugar yogurt. My husband really likes to eat these. And then they also had, this is like the Chobani Greek yogurt pumpkin spice. So I thought that would be fun as like a treat for my husband. I don't really eat these. I usually eat something different for breakfast, but he likes to grab and go breakfast, so I grabbed those. We always get at least 2 dozen eggs because we are egg people in our house. And then a lot of pantry items, shredded cheeses. I'm going to be making, I don't know if I did that or they did that, but we are doing enchiladas this week and chili this week. So I need a lot of cheese because I love cheese on my enchiladas. I didn't get any sour cream though. Shoot. And I don't really have any Greek yogurt except for that. Guess we'll just have to do without. But, so I have those. We have, that's what this taco seasoning is for. Salsa verde. This General Tso's is for some Asian lettuce wraps that we're doing, and that's what this is for. Carrots are for, you know, the chili and just an array of things. I always like to add carrots to meals to bulk them up. Jiffy cornbread mix. We've got these for taking, my daughters come to my work with me, so I always have to pack them lunches when they come to work with me. So I will grab those. It's just easier for me to grab and go. And then we also get this because I'm going to be making a French silk pie, except instead of chocolate, it's going to be peanut butter. And then we have Honeycrisp apples because we love these. Some tortillas for the enchiladas and some other things that I'm going to be doing. And then also I have to get my favorite Summit Diet Cola, the knockoff Diet Coke from Aldi. Have not drank normal Diet Coke so long that I honestly don't even know the difference. So, and it's a way cheaper. A can of this is, or a box of that is like $4.99, and a box of the like Diet Coke is like almost $8, which is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my fridge really quick to get this all put away, and then I am going to, what time is it? It's 1:30. I need to get some other things done, so I'm probably not going to do any meal prep today. So that is all for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.